Hey, good morning. Glad to see you. We're starting at a little bit different time than usual today. Normally it's an 8 a.m. start, but because of some scheduling issues today, we had to move it to 8:30. So thanks for hanging tight and joining in with me. We're going to give it just a little bit to see if anybody else jumps on. And as I said that, it went from 1 to 2 and back down to 1 on my screen. So I hope you had a great weekend. Yesterday, not so great. It was Mother's Day. It rained. But I hope you were able to have a good Mother's Day. There's our 2 again. Saturday was a really nice day. A little bit on the windy side. I was able to get out to the Wild Goose Trail right here nearby. That runs between Juneau and Fond du Lac. And I was able to do it. A really nice run on Saturday afternoon. The tree line helped in shielding me from the wind, which was getting a little stiff at times, but not too bad. Today, no cardio workout. We're going to do a little warm up. We're going to do 7-round. My 7-round workout where we're doing 7 exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 exercises for 7 rounds, 30-10, which reminds me I need my timer. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So as I have mentioned before, I use the Gym Next Flex Timer, which is not a paid product. It is just a fantastic product. So I'm going to get my Gym Next Flex Timer set up. We're going to do sets of 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 49 rounds, which is 7 sets of 7 exercises. So I hope you're all set. We're going to give it 20 seconds and then we're going to get started. If you've seen that number go from 2 to 1 back down to 1 to 2. Hope you got a water bottle. If you need some water, which you probably do. I hope you've got if you need a mat, you'll need a mat. We're going to get started. We're going to start with what I call duck wings. So we're going to go right, fingertips right by the ears. We're going to bring the elbows in, elbows out, elbows in, elbows out. As you go out to the sides, I want you to imagine you're trying to reach far enough back to touch your elbows together behind you. So you're going to feel your shoulder blades pull together as you do that. You're going to feel kind of muscles around the shoulder blades, around the upper back work. And notice I don't have my fingers locked behind my head. It's just my fingertips by my ears. And it's like I'm clapping with my elbows. Don't do this really hard and fast. If you bang your elbows together, you're not going to like the way that feels. Trust me. Let's do 2 more here. 2 and 1. Oh, yeah, I like the way that feels on my upper back. Alternating. We're going to march and touch under the knee, bringing that knee up. How's your music situation there? You got some fun music playing? Some motivating music? Does your child have an instrument of choice and is regaling you with bardic tales of glory? Ten, 9, 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Into alternating. Hands behind the head, hands behind the back, hands behind the head, hands behind the back. I had somebody warm up with this the other day, and they said, "What, am I practicing for my next arrest?" Very well might be. Hey, I'd like to give shout outs every once in a while to local businesses, and I'd like to shout out today to Old Fashioned Foods right here in Mayville. They're the cheese shop. Not only do they make really good cheese, but I went there yesterday to get a nice bottle of wine for Mother's Day. They have a nice selection there of wines. So you can get some cheese and wine at the same time. I got a really great wine for Mother's Day. It was quite tasty and quite affordable. Alternating sides, you're going to lift back and touch the heel, lift back and touch the heel. Back and touch the heel. So bringing your heel up to your fingertips. Doing the little German boy dance or little Dutch boy dance or whatever it is that the kids do nowadays. I'm just not as hip as I used to be, which is not at all. I was never very hip. So I might as well stop pretending that I was. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going down onto, if you got your mat, I'm going to get my mat positioned here. I'm going to go into a half kneel. That's kneeling on one knee, the proposal stance, if you will. We're just going to twist to the side over that up knee, not forcing that range of motion, but kind of going out to the end of your range of motion. Three, and 2, and 1. Now I want to point out here that as I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep this knee pointing straight ahead of me. So I'm not letting that knee, and I'll show you the wrong way to do it, I'm not letting that knee follow me as I do that. I'm trying to keep that knee as static as possible. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great. I think my last item on there is, the bridge. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little variation on this floor bridge. So I'm going to go up into a bridge, bring it back down, lift my feet up off the floor. Bridge, reverse. Bridge, reverse. Tight here, engaged here. Abs, glutes. Abs, glutes. Wherever you want to go with your hands, perfectly okay. Two more, 2, and 1. All right, so a little quick warm up, and now we're going to get into our 7-round workout. 7 round. It's not often that in our workouts I've done just plain old squats, but today, just a regular squat is going to be the first exercise. So we're going to start my Gym Next flex timer. It's going to count down to 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. We'll start with just plain old squats. I want you controlled on these, whether you're going fast or slow. If you're going faster squats and trying to squeeze in as many as you can in 30 seconds, that's fine, but I want you controlled, not like just flapping all over the place. I want you full range of motion.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Second exercise, toe touch, reach up high.
3,
In 3,
2, 1. Go.
toe touch, reach up high. Now the difference between the toe touch and the squat, with the squat, I was trying to get my butt down and keep my shoulders up. With this, I'm letting my butt stick back and my shoulders come forward like I'm trying to pick up a penny off the floor.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Third exercise, push-ups, kneelers or
3,
full on.
2, 1.
30 seconds.
Go.
Remember on push-ups, we've talked about this before. I like to see those elbows tucked back a little bit, not go straight out to the sides. They shouldn't be level with your shoulders. Did I just lose my camera? 2, and what happened with my camera here?
2, 1.
Everything's black.
Rest.
Third exercise. Tell you what, third exercise, just hold a plank
3,
until I can figure out
2,
why I don't have any
1.
video here.
Go.
I'm going to pause it. You still see me? Okay, good, because my screen is black. So, going into our next one, leg push-ups. Thank you, Julie, for ringing in and letting me know that you can still see me, because my screen has gone completely black. I was having some issues with YouTube on one browser this morning. I had to switch to a different browser.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And now apparently that browser is also having some issues. So I'm glad you can see me. So I'm kind of doing some guesswork on where I am in the frame.
1. Go.
Right here, down to the knees, up and push the hips forward. Touch the knees, to our elbows to your knees. Push your hips up and forward. Now as you do this, I want you to feel glutes engaged from this point as you push those hips forward underneath your shoulders. You're not leaning back and trying to bring the shoulders back. You're pushing forward.
3, 2, 1.
Trying to bring those hips
Rest.
up. Next exercise. On your back, elbow to knee, elbow to
3,
knee.
2, 1.
Here we go.
Go.
Elbow knee, elbow knee.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Time. Last exercise, still on the back. We're going to slide side to
3,
side,
2,
touching fingertips
1.
to your heels.
Go.
Here we go. Shoulders are up off the mat just a little bit. And I'm leaning from side to side, bending from side to side to touch my fingertips to my heels. This is a little freaky. Doing this and not being able to see myself on the screen.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Now I know what newscasters feel like. Back up to the top of that with squats.
3, 2, 1. Go.
There you go. Squats. Again, whether you're going slow or fast, we're looking for control.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Toe touch and reach up high. Remember, the goal here is to hinge forward.
3, 2, 1, go.
Toe touch, reach up. Toe touch, reach up.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Time going into push-ups, kneeling or on your toes. Elbows are down by your sides.
1, go.
And push up. Now, if you normally follow my Friday workouts too, I am going to have a Friday workout again this week, my chair-based workout. Because of some scheduling conflicts, my Friday workout is going to be at 8 a.m. rather than 9 a.m.
1, rest.
Leg push-ups. So look for me Friday at 8.
3, 2, 1,
If you
go.
please join me on Fridays. Nice, slow, even lower down here. You want to think using my core and my quadriceps, the muscles in the fronts of my thighs, to control this motion.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Hip hinges. Right here.
3, 2,
I'm going to hinge
1,
forward.
go.
Elbows to knees. Engage the glutes and push the hips forward into that. You should feel glutes kick in as soon as you start moving up. I'm moving the hips forward.
3,
Not
2, 1,
Not pulling the shoulders back. Elbow to knee.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alternating sides.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Feet on the floor, hands on the floor, side to side.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I see another comment there. After I finish these, I'll check the comment. If it's a question, I will answer it. Reach, 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 reach.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, back up to squats. Awesome sauce. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice, smooth, whether you're going quick or slow, thinking control.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Reach down, reach up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Down, up. Up, down. For anybody who remembers the old Karate Kid movie, up, down. He wasn't doing this. He was painting the fence, but still. I love me a good classic movie quote.
3, 2,
Focusing
1, rest.
right back through there on that exercise. Into push-ups.
3, 2, 1,
Kneelers
go.
or toes, either way. Again here, nice and smooth. If you need to switch from toes to kneelers, that's not a problem.
3, 2, 1, rest.
I might wind up doing some kneelers there. I was doing push-ups yesterday as part of my own workout. I'm feeling a little bit of that
2, 1, go.
Leg push-ups, control with the core and the quads, the quadriceps, the big thigh muscles.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Kneeling hip hinge.
3, 2,
There we go.
1, go.
Oh, there. Hips forward, hips forward. Not leaning back with the shoulders, but pushing forward with the hips.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
On your back. Elbow to knee.
3, 2, 1, go.
Again,
3,
control.
2, 1, rest.
Shoulders up off the floor, side to side.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Touching your heel. That heel should be far enough away from you that you feel like you have to reach for it a little bit. No cheating and going right here. I'm doing it. No, you're not doing it. You got to reach for it. Come on.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Back up to squats. Get a quick sip of water if you need it. I do.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now, we are starting round 4, which means we are not quite halfway through this workout yet. What am I saying? I'm saying pace yourself. If you feel you need to slow down,
2, 1, rest.
slow down a little bit. If you need to go to kneeling push-ups, which I think I'm going to have to,
3,
go to kneelers.
2, 1, go.
I was in the old exercise lab yesterday, experimenting with some different push-up variations. So my push-up has lost a little bit of oomph today.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Nothing wrong with admitting that. Accept where you're at. Admit what your limitations
3,
are.
2, 1,
Work within them,
go.
like I am going to right now, with kneeling push-ups. Notice with my kneeling push-ups, I'm trying to keep a nice straight body from my shoulders, through my hips, down into my knees. Letting my whole body rock forward on those knees.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Leg push-ups. Plant the toes.
3, 2,
Plant the hands.
1, go.
Up, down.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Kneeling hip hinges.
3, 2, 1,
Here we go.
go.
Butt goes back toward the heels. Elbow comes down to the knees. Squeeze the glutes and push those hips forward over the tops of your knees.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Elbow to knee. We are past the halfway point, by the way. Good for you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Elbow to knee. Or knee to elbow, depending on your perspective.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Last one in the 7th circuit. Up, shoulders up off the
3,
floor.
2, 1,
Side to side.
go. Three, 2, 1, rest.
Back your squats. Only 3 rounds left to go. Only 3.
3, 2, 1,
Squat.
go.
Oh, we lost somebody. We're down to 1 on the viewership. Julie, I hope it's still you. I hope I didn't scare you off. Little chilly at the beginning of this week.
3,
But
2, 1.
it's supposed to warm up. I'm looking forward to that. We might actually get a spring. Toe touch, reach
3,
high.
2, 1, go.
Now, on these, I want you to think hamstrings. These muscles in the backs of your legs, right here.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Woo-wee! Push-ups. Kneel
3,
perfectly
2,
flat.
1, go.
It's just a scaled-down version of regular push-ups. Don't think of this as a lesser exercise. Think of it as scaled. It is a scaled exercise. No, not like fishing scales.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Leg push-ups.
3, 2,
Ready?
1. Go.
Lower down, lower down.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
I see what you really typed. Still here, yeah. Hip hinges.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Carrie and I watched a very cute, funny movie. Very interesting concept over the weekend.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
If I remember right, the movie was on Amazon Prime. You might be able to find it elsewhere.
3,
Now, what it is,
2, 1. Go.
it was called Dave Made a Maze. Well worth the watch. Funny, little bit of a kind of a comedic thriller. Very cute premise.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Endearing characters. It has.
3, 2, 1. Go.
It's got a little language in there. So if you're avoiding movies that have a little bit of language, probably want to avoid this. Don't watch it with the kids. Aside from some language, good movie. I would definitely recommend it. Dave Made a Maze.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Back up the squats. 2 rounds left to go.
3, 2, 1. Go.
This movie has some actors in it. You'll probably look at it and say, you know, that person looks so familiar. What do I remember them from? And you'll have to go look it up. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's what they were in.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
So if you got some time during
3,
lockdown,
2, 1. Go.
and you probably do, I'm guessing, cuddle up next to your honey and watch Dave Made a Maze.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Push-ups! Everybody's favorite exercise, especially here in the Army.
3, 2, 1. Go.
My warm pants are kind of slipping back and forth a little bit. I keep having to reposition myself because my warm pants are sliding. Don't worry, I'm not going to have a wardrobe
2,
malfunction.
1. Rest.
Leg push-ups.
3, 2, 1,
Here we go.
go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Hip hinges.
3,
Ready?
2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Elbow to knee. Or knee to elbow.
3, 2,
If you're being
1,
technical.
go.
Lord knows I get technical enough. 3, 2, 1, rest. Side to side. We only have one more round of this. 1.
3,
Out.
2,
Shoulders up.
1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Oh, one last round. We can do it. We can do this. We can do
3,
this.
2, 1, go.
So many times I said that, as if I'm trying to convince myself, I already know. And so do you. I see that saying 3 right now. Did somebody jump in partway through the workout? Welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad you're with us. And you. And you.
3,
And
2, 1, rest.
Touchdown. Reach up high. I'll be darned. It does say 3. Awesome. I'm glad you're here.
3, 2, 1, go.
Touchdown. Up high. Touchdown. Up high. Remember, once you think hamstrings here, focus on squeezing those hamstrings as you come up out of that toe touch. You're going to feel glutes a little bit too, especially since we've been working them.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Rest. Push-ups.
2, 1, go.
Whether you go slow or fast in this, I want you to feel like you're in control. In control.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Leg push-ups. I know it's probably a better name for these, but I like
3,
leg push-ups.
2, 1,
Here we go.
go. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Hip hinges. Almost there, folks. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Go. Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Elbow knee. Knee to elbow.
3,
All right.
2, 1. Go. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Side to side. That's the last one. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Go. Three, 2, 1. Done.
I've been waiting to hear that word, and I know you have been too. Yeah. All right, get a drink of water. We're going to stretch it out a little bit. Or help me, I can't see myself, but we're going to stretch it out anyway. Pull that foot into the inside of your thigh. Reach out here. If you can't reach your toe, go for your ankle. It is just as acceptable. If you can reach your toe, fantastic. I'm a little tight today. Holding. How long should I hold a stretch, Roy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Usually you'll want to hold a stretch. My recommendation is 20 to 30 seconds. When I took all my certification classes and everything, now we're going to reach up overhead. They always emphasize at least 15 seconds. I find 20 to 30 is better, it helps more. But anything less than, say, 15 to 20, you're actually probably going to make that muscle tighter than when you started. All right, we're going to switch sides with those same 2 stretches. In with that foot, reach out to the other foot. If you can't reach to your toe, do what you can. And come to think of it, with my screen being black right now, I can see everything except where the video should be. So my computer looks completely normal, but where I should see the square with the video in it, it's just a black square. I can see the chat stuff, but come to think of it, my Amazon Echo was acting up this morning too. I couldn't get it to connect to my Bluetooth speaker, couldn't get it to play music. I can't hear it right now. I wonder if it stopped or if it's just that it's being drowned out by the sound of my furnace kicking in. Now I think I can hear it. I wonder if it's some spots today.
We're gonna hold this a few more seconds, and then up and over. Feel the stretch down your side, this side. Feet together, pull it in. Nice tall posture, so we're not slouched forward. We're lifting those shoulders up and back to feel that stretch on the insides of the thighs. Oh, yeah. I just saw a comment pop up. I have to take a look and see what that says. All right, now, all fours, arch that back up high. Now hold that arch, sink slowly down, get that arch, flatten out, and drop back, and reach. Now hold this for maybe 10 more seconds. Okay. All right. I can't see anything on this screen. Julie, I'm glad that you got so much out of this workout. And hey, it's a little bit shorter than what we normally do. That was only about 45 minutes. So see you again on Wednesday morning at our usual time of 8 a.m. And then, as I mentioned, if you like to join me for my Friday chair workouts, we're going to do that on Friday at 8 this week, rather than Friday at the usual 9 o'clock because of a scheduling conflict. So I will see you Wednesday, and I hope on Friday. If you got any questions about upcoming events, about services I offer, about me, feel free to visit my website, www.roysmalley.us. Get some water today, get a little snack, and thank you, Julie. Stay well.